Anyway. Dollar signs in the chat. Show me the money. Dollar signs in the chat. Show me the money. Shout out to all my fellas out there that love them snow bunnies. We got something special for you today.
Yippee, it's finally here. My very own bunny bot. Built by Fat Nigga Tech Industries. She's loyal, thick, and USB-C compatible. She laughs at all my jokes.
You are so funny, nigga.
I love you so much, bunny bot. She don't nag, she recalibrates. And when I'm feeling down, she hit me with a double palm gut massage. I brought Bunny Bot to dinner with my mom. Didn't go well. She just don't get it. Bunny Bot understands me.
What the fuck?
The world ended a while ago after the Fat Nigga Robot Wars. But love stayed alive. They took the world, but they couldn't take the fold. Yippee, it's finally here.
What the hell? That was kind of dark. Renee said, I love my real snow bunny.
You a coon.
Out here dating them white girls, Renee? You got a white wife? This is cinema. That is cinema. It really is. Yeah, Bunny Bot. Bunny Bot. Yep. Yep. This is terrible. Miscegenation everywhere. Miscegenation everywhere. Anyway, let's get serious. Let's talk about some big money. We got a new IPO coming. Initial public offer. I can't even speak. Initial public offering. eToro. The Israel-based. Hold on a second. Don't y'all start y'all shit in the chat. Don't you start your shit in the chat. The Israel-based eToro Group says it's looking for a valuation up to $4 billion. Looking to raise $500 million. They were offering, checking for share prices somewhere between $46 and $50 a piece. I want to catch that bad boy in the 30s. If I catch it in the 30s, I'm in.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You know? Yesterday, somebody mentioned this stock, and I said it was booming. It's doing good. It's doing amazing. Well, not today. Palantir falls 14% as analysts raise international growth concerns. Some investors may be disappointed with the modest full-year revenue guidance raise, the sequential margin decline, and the international commercial revenue year-over-year decline. William Blair analyst Louis DePalma said the company's high software multiple makes it vulnerable to compression as revenue growth slows. What the fuck does that mean? Why they gotta use all these different words in the wrong way? Like, why would they do this? You see what I'm saying? The company's high software multiple, they just be making up stuff in Wall Street. Like, what words can we put together that sound like we know what we're talking about, but makes no sense to the person who reads them? So a company's high software multiple basically means don't nobody want to pay that much for it because it ain't making enough money. That's what it means. Now, does that make sense to you? High software multiple has nothing to do with software at all. Okay? Just nothing to do with applications, apps, Windows, Mac, PC, nothing. Okay? Very Mad subscribe for a total of 1 month. Oh, there we go. Shout out to Very Mad. Welcome to the channel, Very Mad. You can play with us now. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this ain't nothing but Wall Street big money babble. That's all this is. Wall Street big money babble. Everybody welcome Very Mad Doll to the chat. Okay. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the chart. Let's take a look at the chart. What do we got here? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, this is the 5-day, right? So, this is, as you can see right here, this is the plummet, right? But if you look at the 1-day, it's recovering. This might be a good time to get into Palantir. So this is our stock watch of the day.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You wanted to get into Palantir? Now might be your opportunity. Not financial advice. Do your own research. But that bad boy on discount. Okay. That bad boy on discount, and it's rising quickly. This thing might be at 124 by the end of the week. I don't know. I might have to put a call on this bad boy. Anyway, let's talk big business. OpenAI is like, nah, we not about to lose this AI fight. We not finna lose this AI fight. They decided to buy Winfsurf. Some of you might be saying to yourself, what the hell is Winfsurf? Winfsurf is basically AI for developers, you know, people coding, okay? Says here on venturebeat.com. OpenAI appears to be on the verge of making its biggest public acquisition to date, with an agreement reached to buy Winfsurf to the tune of $3 billion. According to Bloomberg, the deal is meant to help OpenAI take on rising competition in the market for AI-driven coding assistance systems capable of tasks like writing code based on natural language prompting. So this is the future here. Okay, this is the future right here. This is big business, okay? AI for coding is big business. Do you know who uses AI for coding?
Hotep Jesus?
Another story for another day. We'll talk about it soon, okay? Big business. You saw my game, Whack-a-coon, okay? This is big business. So basically what happens is you got these software companies and they use the LLM API, basically it just brings the AI into their software environment, okay? And then you can choose which LLM you want to use. Maybe you want to use Claude Sonnet 3.7, 3.5, ChatGPT 4o, Gemini, Llama. So these different LLMs, as you know, ChatGPT is its own LLM, but these environments like Winfsurf and Cursor and others are attaching themselves to the LLM. So if the LLM is inside they're competing with other LLMs. So this is a smart move for OpenAI coming in and saying, look, now I don't know what's going to happen to users of Winfsurf, if they're still going to have access to those other. Is there some ability for OpenAI to spy on competition because of this and see how people are using the other LLMs? It can get really interesting. So OpenAI is looking to make some serious moves with the purchase of Winfsurf. Okay, everybody keep your head on the swivel. AI is here. Let's talk about our government, the United States of America. U.S. Treasury on stablecoins mulls upside of offering interest. You know we're going to keep you up to date on them stablecoins. I'm watching it like a hawk. So it says, a key reason why most global stablecoin regulation has not supported the payment of interest is because there is a concern that bank deposits might shift to stablecoins. So basically what's happening now is the recent version of the Genius Act currently states that you cannot offer interest on stablecoins. And as we know, people are offering interest on stablecoins. PayPal's got one coming soon. Coinbase offers an APY. And the current iteration of the Genius Act says that's a ban. So now the Treasury is like, hold up now, you know, you might need to remove that. So there's some things, some shuffling around going on with the Stablecoin Act, the Genius Act, okay? And don't ask me what it is, because you should already know unless you're new. If you're new, you know, just say, hey, I'm new here. Can somebody explain it to you? And the chat will get you caught up real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Says here, the TBAC report states that transactional demand deposits at banks that total 6.6 trillion are most at risk from stablecoins. Yeah. The banks. Yeah, this is the stablecoin is appearing to be, as we've always said, a great competitor of traditional banking. It says, however, the presentation spent just as much time exploring potential opportunities for banks and financial institutions, including issuing stablecoins and managing reserves. Now, I can see a bank issuing stablecoins. Managing reserves, not so much. Because, it's not like somebody can come rob the bank, right? What we're dealing with here is cybersecurity. And I don't know if the banks have better cybersecurity than some of these other software companies, FSPs, financial service providers, et cetera, et cetera. It's just cybersecurity at the end of the day. Now, what happens if there is a breach, or what if one of these stablecoins depegs? Well, guess what? There was a movement back in the day. It was called Occupy Wall Street. And one of the things they used to say was too big to fail, too big to fail. Well, what do you think about stablecoin issuers? Obviously, they too would be too big to fail, right? It says here on ledgerinsights.com. Apart from delving into the potential for stablecoins to offer interest, two other issues were floated. The potential to allow stablecoin issuers access to the Federal Reserve and or deposit insurance. This would help reduce the impact of depeg events. Yeah. Deposit insurance. Direct access to the Federal Reserve. Yeah. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get really interesting. I don't want to put any bad hoodoo out there. But it's going to be an interesting way to manipulate a financial collapse. But you didn't hear that from me. I never said that. Readers of the TBAC report might expect to see efforts to remove the interest ban from the Genius Act. So we'll keep you up to date on that and more here in the Griff Report. That is our money update of the day. Shout out to King Jae for the clips.